What is up, Transformers family? Let's try this again. I got blocked for advertising when I was just talking about my Transformers. So let's try this again. Hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday. We have almost made it one more day closer to the weekend, but I hope you're doing well. So today we're gonna go over the difference between Galaxy version 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 and to what it is right now, 6, 7, 8. Blokees is amazing. So we're going to take a look at the Parallel Universe Galaxy version 6. This is from Blokees. This is the Japanese version. This is the one I got. I love doing Blokees. These are awesome. So it only has two little things of artwork here at the top and then right here. And then these are the characters that you can get. So you can get the special Orion. Then you have the standard Orion. So you got Megatron, Sunstreaker, Wheeljack, Swoop and Dinobot, Swoop and Robot, Kickback, Dirge, and Shattered Glass Ratchet. So those are all the ones that you can get. You can get 9. You'll either get the Optimus or the special Optimus or Orion packs. So you'll get one of the two, and that's it. Besides that, you're guaranteed to get the rest of them when you get the box itself in its entirety. So this is the top, and this is the front. There's nothing really on the sides or on the bottom, nothing much to them really. So that's basically it. So I'm getting all these pop-ups here from TikTok, so I'm still trying to figure it out. But so here we go. Let's go ahead and take a look into it. This is the Galaxy Parallel Universe version 6. So I do have a SOS Galaxy version 2 that we're going to compare the build from this one to this one. So I did open up a box, but here's what the box looks like. So we got IDW Megatron, Orion or Optimus, the character and their chances, and then just a little information. But like I said, this is a Japanese box, which I'm very proud to have and own, because I thought it's cool to have a Japanese one. But let's go ahead and look into it. So the first one that we got was Shattered Glass Ratchet. So we're going to go ahead and start putting him together. I'm going to go ahead and tilt my camera down so you guys can see my table. Move my camera back just a little bit. And then we're going to use the box to build on. So we're going to go ahead and put Ratchet down right there. As you can see, compared to version 1 through 5, they already have the shoulder pieces out. They're right there in here. And then the rest are still here in this little box, which is just the hands and the stand. So like I said originally in the first series, version 1 through version 5, you had to manually put these together. Now starting with version 6, they already come together for you, so you don't have to take the time to put these together. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and start putting Ratchet's head together. So there's his helmet, if I can get it right. There's his helmet, there's his face, and then there's the eyes. So let's go ahead and put the head together, because they're not that easy to put together. I'll tell you that right now. They don't make it easy to put these together. This is by far the hardest part of these Blokees, is doing the heads, because of how they design them. But they are definitely worth it. So forgot to put his eyes in first. That would be very helpful. So that's how easy they make it to put the eyes together. So there you have it. Give him his red eyes because he is Shattered Glass Ratchet. So put his head in there. So we're gonna go ahead and build his torso. Go ahead and put his torso together, because putting his torso together will make it easier when we put his head on to make sure that everything is secure in place. So with the shoulders, gotta make sure, remember these little rivets, however you want to call them. They gotta align just right for that way for the chest to line up, because they have their little grooves that they go in right there on each side. So if they don't line up straight, it will not go in properly. I mean, you can try to shove it in there, but that doesn't guarantee that it's gonna work right, and you may break them in the process. And it's a smooth fit. It shouldn't be hard to put on. They're just very smooth and easy to put on with this series. So let's go ahead and put his head on. And there you have it. There's his upper body. There's his head with his face. So let's work on the midsection. So midsection is pretty much the same as they were with the first couple series. You got this section, and then you got two of these little triangle pieces that just go on the front and the back. Some of them, it doesn't matter which one goes where, front or back, because they're just the same color. But in this scenario here for Ratchet, they actually put a design here. So this basically tells you that that's the front and this is the back. And then it's just boop, easy put together. There you go. So now let's go ahead and put the legs together. So there's one and there's two. So like I said, they've made these a heck of a lot easier than what they used to be to put together. They're still a lot of fun to put together, that's for sure. So let's go ahead and finish putting him together here. So let's go ahead and put his top part of his leg at his hips. So there we go. There's that. And there's that. And then we put these little white little bobble pinheads. I don't know what you call them. I really don't know what you call them. And that's basically what connects his feet to his legs. So, oh, there it is. There it is. And there it is. So, there we have it. And then, so now let's go ahead and put his arms together. So, his arms go a specific way. So, just like that. And as you heard, that clicking, oh, I didn't do good on that one. But you always gotta be listening for that clicking sound, because that's the sound you want to hear to tell you that, hey, you put it on right. So, and then put the second half of the arm. And like I mentioned before, I like to put the side that has the slot in it on the arm, on the bottom part. I like that, put that to the outside, just in case if you want to combine accessories from different models, which that's the other great thing about these. These are all interchangeable. You can create your own Transformer, Autobot, Decepticon, whatever you want to create. You have the ability to do that with all of these. So let's go ahead and give him his fists. So that way he can hold his weapon. And there you have it. Good old shattered glass Ratchet. Go ahead and give you a little 360 here of him. These are all great figures. I love it. They're great. They're amazing. They are definitely worth it. You know, they have great articulation to where you can move them, set them. You know, you can bend the arms up. So I mean, it's just pretty awesome. Oh, see, I didn't click it on right. There we go. So I mean, you definitely can move them. They have great range and mobility. So if you go too far, like I just showed, they will pop off. So, and they're very posable, very posable. So they're definitely worth to get. They're definitely worth to get. I love them. They're a lot of fun. So here we have Ratchet, and they all come with a stand. I'm going to use the stand just for now for the purposes of this, because the way I have them back there, They're all on, let me get my finger closer. They all have like a little stand where I have them at. So there we have it. So this is the version 6. So this is the shattered glass ratchet. So let's move him over. So this one is the version 2. This is the SOS, the Dinobots. So you have Grimlock there. Those are the ones you can get. Grimlock, Dinosaur Robot, Cliff Jumper. This is the special Grimlock with the brain cap where in the episode that he creates Computron. Let's see who else. The Nemesis, Grapple, Inferno, Starscream. Who's that? Mixmaster and Long Haul. So those are the ones that you can get. So let's see who we have on here because I've already looked at it. So here we have Inferno. So let's go ahead and take him apart and let's put him together. He has a few more pieces than Ratchet. So, like I said with Galaxy version 6 with Ratchet, all his elbow joints, his knee joints are all put together. But like I said, in Galaxy version 1 through 5, you have to put them together. So these are the elbow and the knee joints. You have to put them together for the version 1 through 5. In version 6 and on, they basically come already pre-made for you, which simplifies the process. So let's go ahead and put these together. And they're not bad. Once you get used to it and you've done it plenty of times, like myself, as you can tell, I have quite a bit of them. They're not bad at all to put together. They just, once you know what's the correct side that needs to go in, they just kind of go in for you. Piece of cake. See, like there's one, and then there is two. And you'll know if you did them right or wrong because they only go in on one side correctly where it's fully flush, and it gives you that mobility to go, you know, up and down with it fully like it's supposed to be to fully extend it. So you will know if you put it right or if you put it wrong because you're not going to be able to have the full range of mobility. So let's go ahead and put this one on. And then the last one. So there we go. We have all 4 joints. So now let's go ahead and work on Inferno's head. So there's his head, and then there's his face, and where are his eyes? We got to find his eyes. Oh no, they already have it on him. Never mind. So I already have his blue eyes on there. So let's just go ahead and slide it on up into the groove because it has a channel that you just push it in through. Let's grab the torso. Let's grab one of these. I don't know what they're called. And let's just push it on through. So there we have it. Inferno, his head, and in the torso. So now we're going to go ahead and put his shoulder pieces so we can go ahead and put the chest plate together to center it for him. So, and remember, those things got to line up just right because if they don't, you're not going to have the mobility that you're supposed to have to move the arms, and then the pieces will not fit in correct. So there we have it. There's his upper body. This is fantastic. They did such a good job on all of these. I love the job that they did. They did such a good job. So let's go ahead and put this on because I know this goes here. And then this goes here. So There you go. There you have it. Bam. So let's go ahead and put his bottom part down. So this one, he has a design on the front of his. So that's going to be the front of his body. So there's the front for like his hip area. There's that. Let's go ahead and put this here for the top part of the leg. And this here. And then we'll go ahead and put one of the knees. Two of the knees. So there we have. So now let's go ahead and put the rest of his legs together. There's one, and there's two. They just make it real easy to snap in and snap out. They're just phenomenal. There's one leg, and there's the other leg. And some of them on the legs will have like designs in a way, so that tells you, or a little notch to tell you which side the leg goes on. So you just gotta be mindful of that to know which side they go on. Because I mean, it's not hard to take the legs out and apart to know which side they go on once you put it on, but just be mindful of that. But besides that, they're just a lot of fun to put together and to have. So let's go ahead and start putting the feet on. And you'll notice on the first 5 series of these Galaxy versions, you have an extra one of these. Don't know what they're called, but you have an extra one of these. In all the sets, you'll have one extra one. So I have a whole bunch of extra ones of those. So there's Inferno with his legs. So now let's go ahead and put his arm together. Let's see. Like this. Yep, goes like that. That's the other thing too with the arm and the little shoulder caps. They go one of 2 ways, and you just kind of have to figure it out which way is the right way. I mean, if you read the instructions will tell you, but I'm the type of guy that likes to figure it out as I go, because I like the challenge. But that's just me. I know people love to read instructions, which nothing wrong with that, reading instructions. That's probably the best route to go, is to read the instructions. But hey, it's just me. So there we have that. And then let's put his ladder in place. So we got his ladder in place. So there we go. And then I love using just the closed fist on all of them. That's just my favorite, to use the closed fist. That's just my preference. You got the open hands to like do some poses and stuff, but I feel like you can do poses with, let's see, with closed hands too. But so Inferno, he has his hose. So there you have it, Inferno with his hose. So this is the completed Inferno here. There's the back. Oh yeah. So besides the joints from the elbows and the knees, there's really no huge difference between the two. You know, they're both gonna be the same size, same articulation and everything. It's just the only difference is just the knee and elbow joints. But besides that, everything is identical and the same, in the size and stature and the mobility. But hey, that's why I enjoy them a lot. And they do come with booklets. So like this one here, this is for the version 6. Comes with the instructions for Ratchet from beginning to end on how the proper assembly should be done for him. So, but it's pretty cool. And then for the one for Inferno, they kind of give you the instructions for basically almost all of them. So as you can see, tell you how to do like this different accessories. So now I will say one of the really cool features that came in this series, the version 2, is Starscream. So the reason why I say it's really cool with the Starscream is because he came with Megatron in gun mode for his hand. So let's go get him, and I'll show him to you guys so you guys can see it. But it is pretty awesome. So here's the gun. Now where did I put Starscream? There's Starscream. Excuse me. So on this one, the SOS one, the Dinobots. So here's Starscream. You know, looking like his good old G1 self. But then, like I said, here, comes with the Megatron as the gun. Because, there are episodes, and even in the movie, when, they board the Autobot ship and they kill all them good people. But, hey, it's part of the business. Got to make room for new characters. So, but see, he holds Megatron in his hands, which is a pretty awesome feature. So, there you have it. So, this is one of the cool ones that comes out in that Galaxy version 2. You get Starscream holding the Megatron in gun mode, which is pretty awesome. So, it's just pretty awesome detail to how good they make it look like, just like the cartoon when he holds it. So, it's pretty awesome. I mean, I'll say they've done a phenomenal job with how they've done these because they're just spectacular. So, we got Inferno here from version 2, and we have Shattered Glass Ratchet from version 6. And then this is also Starscream from version 2. So, let's just come over here. Let's see. I don't know why my camera's spinning all the way around, because I'm going to turn my camera around. And let's see. Can I flip it? How do I flip my camera? There we go. Flip camera. So these are the more recent ones. These are the version 5s of the Defender. These are the smaller versions. So here I'm going to put so this is a Galaxy version, and these are the Defender version from Blokees. So as you can see, the size difference is pretty phenomenal. But down here, I have a lot of my Galaxy version with a few of my Defender vehicles. So we have Inferno, we have Optimus Prime, we have clear translucent Bumblebee, and translucent Bumblebee again. And then those Defender series, they come with like special commemorative coins. So let me just pan down so you can see them. So we got Grimlock, this is Soundwave, Bumblebee car, Bumblebee head, Optimus, and then Galvatron. So there you have the series of the Dinobots. There, I'll complete my Dinobot set with this series because I'll get Swoop. I have Sludge up there. So there's one Dinobot, and then there's Grimlock, Snarl, Slag, and there's in robot form. There's in robot form, and then I have Grimlock up here, right there in the back. And there's Grimlock. So it's just an awesome set. They're all awesome. There's the Defender Devastator, the Blokees one. That was the kit that they released, that they all combined to make Devastator, each of the 6 Constructicons from the Defender series. So those are pretty awesome. And then over here, This is from the Golden Lagoon episode from the G1 cartoon series. They have this set here. It's called the Golden Lagoon. It's an awesome set. They all light up. Um, and that's the other series that Blokees has. They call them the Shining versions, where their eyes light up. Let me see if I can get Megatron. So you can see their Megatron's eyes light up. So that is part of the what's called the Shining version. Come on, Optimus, turn on. See, Optimus, his eyes and his chest light up. So it's definitely a pretty awesome set and series to have. Let me turn it this way so you guys can get a better view. But they're definitely worth it. 100%. If you guys got any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Feel free. So I definitely have a lot more that I want to share with you guys as time goes on. Um, right now, I'm also working on my Instagram. I'm 4 followers away. So if you have an Instagram, come over to Instagram and give me a follow. I'm 4 followers away from being able to go live on there as well. So please, if you have one, go over there, come follow me. I have a lot more to show on there for you guys. So I got the Ultimate Bumblebee there. That's from the 2007, the Transformers movie. I don't have the batteries in him right now because he does talk and make sound effects in robot mode, but he also makes the sound effects in car mode as well. Um, I have the Defendosaur gift set. Um, that's an awesome one. I have Superion right there, the gift set as well. So, and then I do have the Lego brick heads for Bumblebee. I got to put him together. And then my retro inspired Bumblebee. And then I have my masterpiece Optimus Prime right there. That was a Toys R Us exclusive. So I definitely still have a lot to show. I have a lot on my Instagram, so just head on over. And then I have the version 8 that I need to get into, but that'll be next after I finish version 6. And then, so I have 3 different Jetfires. So I have the Revenge of the Fallen Jetfire, then I have behind them the Siege Jetfire, and then of course the Holy Grail, the G1 Jetfire. So just awesome to have. And then I have the old collector's carrying cases. That's where all my extra parts from the Blokees, that's where I keep them at. It's just up there in those collector cases boxes. So, and then over here, let's see, got the 25th anniversary of the Leadership of Matrix, the cartoon series. The whole series is on there. This is the Transformers timelines. I got them right here out. Bumblebee and Megatron. There's my Holy Grail G1 Megatron with some more Megatron figurines in front. 40th anniversary blaster. I got Hound for 25th anniversary. Also comes with Ravage. I have my Toys R Us exclusive masterpiece Bumblebee. Here, let's show you. And then I have Sunstreaker. And then here's the Hound and Ravage. And then I got my G1 Magnus. His box is right up there. These are awesome. I'll have to share these at a later time. I got some of the movies and some TV shows. Then I got the Transformers movie Bumblebee. Won that in a giveaway. Let's see what else. Oh, yes. I got Trypticon with some more figurines with Prowl, Retgar. Got a little Optimus. This is a long haul. This one's cool. I got my Lego Space Shuttle, Saturn V rocket. Got Jazz, Soundwaves. Got a lot of my G1 cars and boxes here. Got my Ironhide box, my Red Alert box. So there's Red Alert. I have Ironhide over there. But there's my vehicles. Then I got Metroplex, Inferno Box. Got some comics right there. There's Inferno, there's Ironhide. There's some more of die-cast cars for Bumblebee, Jazz, and Optimus. Then I got Perceptor and Kickback. That's the huge Metroplex. There's a lot more of my G1 right there. And I got a few more there. So, all right, Transformers family. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching. Hope you have a wonderful evening. Hope you have a great day tomorrow. And I will see you next time.